Dogs, that is right. We are back here, season 4, Giggity style. We are at the Alabama Slamma. Once again, custom Xfinity cars tonight. We had a barn burner last night. Up in the booth with me is going to be a little bit of a surprise. I try to take a break every now and then. It is weird to hear me on a Thursday, but first and foremost, Taddy's going to be up here in the booth. We got the one and only Money Mike. Not only is he in the booth, he's sitting 3 feet away from me, and we have a new special guest tonight, Delgatro. What's up, good sir? Thanks for being a part of Giggity Racing, man. And we'd love to have new broadcasters. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing great. Glad I can do this, and it's a good opportunity.
It's always a good time. These guys put on one heck of a show every night of the week. Again, if you haven't followed along, and if you don't already do, which I know you all already do, but Monday nights we do trucks. Tuesday is our great dirt night. Wednesday is our custom cup cars. Thursday, custom Xfinity. Then we go development racing on Fridays. Preset on Saturdays for the Xfinity cars. Back to the preset cars on Sunday. Taddy, man, great to have you up here. It's going to be exciting. You and I have talked off air before. It's a lot of fun to have you in the booth also.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. We've seen last night the Custom Cup Series. Unfortunately, a late caution came out, but at the same time, it made for one heck of a finish. And I'm expecting to see just the same thing here out of the Custom Xfinity guys. These guys are gonna be going, a couple seconds a lap slower. They got 56 laps. Still, though, expect to see that draft is going to play a role. Unlike the Cup cars, these guys have a lot more teammates out there. I know the Underdog camp, they got 3 drivers out there. There's a few other drivers with multiple teammates. So unlike last night, I don't think people are going to have to look so hard to find a partner. But at the same time, at the end of the race, your partner doesn't matter. It's all going to be just who's around you to work with. With that said, Archangel got the pole and the timer is starting. Actually, wait, we need to try to get D. Smith in there, or is he in here yet?
Maddie with the second,
okay.
G9,
Timer's gonna go then.
With third. Can I see fourth?
And you said it right there, Taddy, as the timer's winding down real quick. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hooked up with my teammates on Saturday night, and Preset Xfinity ended up working with one of the underdogs, Mountain Dew. So, again, it's not where your friends are, but who your friends are to get to the end. You do want to definitely help them get up there, but here we go.
Wait, we lost someone. Oh, that was Sean that we lost. Okay. Timer's at 0. Go ahead and accept the invites, guys.
Alright, here we go. We're going to blue screen just for 1 second. Give us one split. And we are going to go custom Xfinity style tonight.
Now I'm sure that'll pick up once the race gets going, but definitely good to see that as a start. Archangel Cloud on the pole here tonight. Matty 3233, yeah, underdog, part-time underdog driver here. He's got outside pole, so it's awesome to see that. He actually started the season in the Preset Truck Series and won Daytona, so he knows how to get his vehicle around and super speed up.
Alright guys, and we are still loading in here as the broadcasters. Go give me one more split second. And something else too, last spur of the moment move for one of the underdog drivers, a new underdog captain next year, Mr. Boomhauer, had some technical difficulties with his T150 at the spur of the moment, went out and caught himself at 80, so he's going to be at Talladega tonight with no force feedback. How's that going to work out for him? He said, I can't be on sticks, I'm not going to beg him anymore. Archangel on that 20 car, he's going to pull these guys down the straightaway. Here we go!
Stacking them.
I'm going to assume I have some form of lag on my screen because I just saw the 20 car on top of the 61 all the way through the corner. I'm hoping that didn't actually happen, but if it did, the 20 got a great lead off of it.
That would be fake news.
Pottle shoots down onto the apron. She enters this race third in points, 1 point in front of Debbie Bloom in that 5 car. Points implications, we have Dimebags. Is it Dimebags? No. Wrong series, I believe. Hold on just a second.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Puddles in that 10 car won the Dover race in one of the closest races we've ever seen here in the Custom Xfinity Season 4 Series over G9 Gamer and Mr. Fat Patch. 20 of Archangel going to bring him down to going into turn 1. 20 getting a little loose. Again, a wheel here definitely helps. Everybody trying to stay in that line. Patty, you and I both are that HWH. We love that high, wide, and handsome, but at the beginning of these races, everybody wants to dive down to the inside of that single file line, get in there, and then pull around. Like you said, we got 56 laps tonight, so it's going to be a long way to go. 2 cars sitting right there in third, 61 in second, and 20 of Archangel is still going to pull them around.
Yeah,
Keep
these
an eye out
races.
on that 50. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Money. No, you go, Coco.
Just going ahead and say, keep an eye out on that 51. He's dying for a win this year, and looks like he was in 4th place. He goes up high with Archangel, though.
Yeah, that '07, he's going to make a move to the inside. That's El Blanco in those custom cars. Again, my sister car for Cola Motorsports, 98 car, is going to go to the inside. So is the 23 and 4 car. So the high line just got dominated right there. 42 right there is going to go to the inside. 22 right behind him. Archangel still pulling these guys around to the outside. 22 goes to the inside, thinking the 20 is going to make a move. 20 now goes to the inside, hangs those 2 cars out there. Of all things, we call that the hitchhiker. And guess what? He is sitting right next to me, so he just saw firsthand what happens. Toddles, she's a little bit further back. 20 out there, still trying to hold on with that 1 car, but we got ourselves a new leader of that 61 car.
Yeah, so real quick, Delgatro, why don't you go ahead? This is your first time up here in the booth. Give us a little bit of the broadcast and how you liking the racing so far.
I always like watching the action from the this area, you know. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I really love Talladega too.
07 Volvo Blanco in that '07 car. He's on the inside, 61 G9 Gamer right there. He doesn't know where to go. Goes up, tries to get that 98 car to go with him. 98 car has no help behind him. 61 car of G9 pulls back down the side. Puddles goes below that yellow line. Looks like she got bumped just a little bit. These guys all staying in line, trying to make everything work. It is difficult. That 23 car, we know who that is, sitting in that 3rd position too. We see that 4 car of Dark Knight, always one to be threatened with. 98 car makes a move to the outside. He cannot make it hold. He has no help. He got hitchhiked himself. 42 car, that's Joey Doucette. He says, here I come. I'm going to sit here in 5th place. Everybody pulls back down, single file. Go ahead there, Money Mike.
Yeah, I wonder if these teams are going to start working together. You see guys pulling out online to work get into a pack together. You know, like what?
Echo that.
Like Patty said, GRD has 3 drivers driving tonight. Let's see if they get together and work together. But right now, it looks like everybody's single file, just happy to where they're at right now.
That 2 car being that's Dr. Robbie Bobby. He's trying to get in line with his teammate of El Blanco over there on Cold Motorsports. But look at that. These guys trying to make another move. 1 car gets high, goes to the outside. What are you seeing back there, Delgatro?
I'm seeing some guys making some moves on the top. Not really working out like normal, but just pretty clean racing so far. It's good racing though.
It's always good racing here at Giggity Racing. This is Season 4, Season 5 coming up. We just concluded the draft. Don't worry about everything out there. The development series, guys, there are still open spots. We are going to continue with that. The 90 car, that 98 car wants to go to the high side. He wants to run that HWH line, K-Taddy, but he can't get anybody to run with him, and he is just getting freight trained on the inside. Alright, we see the 51, that's D. Smith. He made some special arrangements, got the self-work. We know him as Laggy D. Laggy D said, I'm going to get some good internet connection so I can get to Talladega tonight. He's right behind that 5 car being Broom, 22 right in front of them. G9 Gamer right there with him. El Blanco just still pulling these guys around. Over
Larry
two.
McDaniel's in it. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is going to be all about strategy. Who's going to pit first? Who's going to stay out? That's going to determine who's in the pack for the next run. And as you see in the Truck Series and the Custom Cup, that those runs, whoever pits first, whoever pits second, they usually stay together for the rest of the race. So we'll see how that lines up.
And we just missed something right there because the top four, they have, excuse me, I'm not on the top four, but this top back four right here with Puddles, Dr. Robbie Bobby, if they can stay single file, they will be able to catch the cars in front of them. Again, I like to say it here at super speedways, the more the merrier. 4 cars is better than having at least 1 or 2, as we all know, but having 8 cars in that draft right in front of them is going to make it difficult for them to catch up. El Blanco tries to go to the inside. G9 makes a little bit of a move to the outside, gets a little loose, comes back down, holds it down there real quick. So, all right. 10-4, 10-4, 10-4. We're working on that issue right now. Sorry about that. I can do that for you guys. El Blanco still to the outside. 61 of G9 right there with him. These guys all working really hard. But at the same time, it's a long race. It's one of those things like save fuel and what strategy you're going to work. We saw it happen the other last night. Go ahead, Taddy.
I think from the 23 car UK Wildcats, he's following that 07. He's following the 07 in points as well. They enter this race, the 07 is the points leader with a 19-point lead over the 23, entering the last 2 events. They have Atlanta next week, they have Talladega tonight, but expect that 23 to do whatever he can if they're in the front pack to stay attached to that 07 as much as he can. Now, if they get separated and the 07 falls off, you might see the 23 start making moves, trying to get to the lead. But I wouldn't expect him to make any moves for that win until the last few laps trying to get around the 07. Glenn, back to you.
Alright, pardon this, guys, my call. Looks like Arch is maybe possibly back in the pack.
He's back behind Maddie. There's 4-car pack with Poddle, Maddie, Archangel, and Dr. Robbie Bobby in the 2. Not sure what happened there, but those 4 definitely lost the lead pack.
I appreciate that update there real quick, K-Teddy. I do have an older headset, which I do love. Money Mike got himself a brand new one today. He has that mute switch on his, so anytime he's not going to talk, he's going to keep it muted. And then vice versa, I will just plug mine over. That way we can eliminate that echo issue. We don't want that to happen for the broadcasters out there. We got 14 people watching these custom Xfinity guys at the Alabama Slamma custom Xfinity cars.
Pit stops, I'm not sure the fuel. I know that about 8 to 10 more laps, we're going to start seeing pit lane be very occupied. We have the leader of G9 Gamer. He's going to be on the shorter end of that, closer to 8 lap. And you'll have the 7 and the 98, towards the rear of this pack, lifting a lot more. Those guys will be on the latter half.
Ooh, car's getting lost back there. Sorry, K-Teddy, I don't know if that was a lag issue, but that 22 looked like he jumped to the outside and got pulled back down, so we did see that. We're going to keep an eye on that. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I mean, I'd seen it bobbling around. I wasn't sure if it was lagged, so I didn't want to say anything, but definitely a little bit of bobbling. Keep in mind, here on these types of tracks, I'm imagining that actually happened because the 7 to 98 and that other car, they lost it.
He is lagging. The 22 is lagging. I can confirm that.
22 is lagging. That's Doc Fu. Let me inform these fellas.
And that's Little Man over there in that 98. Got to talk to him a little bit last night. A little bit with the Little Man. Always good to talk with him in that 98, which was my number. Too bad it still is a Ford, as we all know. But Little Man got himself a custom truck ride for next year. Can't wait to see what he's got going for everybody. He's going to hook up behind that 7. Can they get into that lead car draft?
I heard he's driving for a real good team next season. I don't know if he got any help entering this, but I know that he's mentioned that one of his new teammates for next season might have a real fast super speedway setup.
When you say real good, do you just mean good? Because there's a team next year that looks really, really good.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about Cola, I'm not going to say real
I
good.
didn't mention any names. That so it's already on your mind that you brought it up then. I didn't say a name, did I?
No, I just knew that you were talking about a team you were driving for, and let's be honest, you're on the team. Just messing with you there.
I think the 3-car pack that Lil Man Jan, I think they're doing perfect when it comes to this cycle. They're staying maybe half a second off the lead pack, but that's not hurting them and it's not helping them. But I think in the long run, it will help them out when they go into entering the pits.
Lap 14 we're on right now.
We've been cleaning green. Delgatro. Where you at, man? Who are you watching? What are your expectations? We still got a long, we still got 30 plus laps to go after we're 14 cleaning green here.
Yeah, I'm watching these back four guys. I feel like they're doing something here, saving fuel or tires or something. But I like their strategy here, kind of staying out of the wreck, and I don't know. I just like their strategy, what they're doing right now.
And strategy definitely comes into play, especially at super speedways. Do you pit with the leaders? Do you pit before the leaders? Do you pit after them? Try to make that lap up if you can get it on them, because it is difficult to go a lap down here unless you are involved into an accident. But the lead pack is up here, 61 of G9 Gamer right there. He's going to get freight train. No one goes with him. Excuse me, as I say that, 22 goes with him there on the outside, a little bit delayed. 51 of D Smith on the inside. He's going to push that inside pack down there, and we got ourselves a new leader. That's that 07. That's El Blanco. Sorry for being a little bit biased, but that is my paint scheme too for preset cars. Car goes below the leader. 07 does die down just a little bit below that yellow line. That 23 of the one and only Money Mike. That's his buddy.
That's UK Wildcats in the 23.
Yep, that's his buddy. That's UK. That's Money's buddy. What are you thinking about this, there, Money? Is he starting to get a little heavy-eyed over here on me?
Nah, I think UK is just hanging back. He's just going right at second place, save that fuel. I think him and Oblaco's got a good game plan. They're going to work together as team affiliates there. Looks like they're about the 46 to go here. Probably about 5-6 laps left in fuel. I think you just ride what you got now. Everybody knows the tails from 1 through 5. I think they're all going to probably try to pit at the same time. And of course, everybody's in different party chats. It's all about following the leader at this point.
And that's not bad for doing that with his eyes wide closed. But El Blanco going to pull these guys down the straightaway. 23 of UK again. He's right there in second. Team Noco driver. And we got Dark Knight, the one and only, sit in third. 42 of Joey Doucette and G9 Gamer, our in-race reporter. He's fallen back a little bit, has led some laps, got that 51 car right behind him too, and that 22 of Dak Poo. Haven't seen any more issues there. There was just a split incident there, K-Taddy, for a couple laps, but it looks like it's back under control. Did that affect the pack behind them?
So actually, I'm really interested here. So that group of Pottles, they had a 4-car pack. That's now a 5-car pack. Because Keystone had lost the draft, he's now there. But that 5-car pack looks like they're catching a 3-car pack. So that would be an 8-car pack. 2 completely different groups out here. Archangel, I'm not so sure what he did there. He might actually lose these guys. He shot out to the outside for a pass. I'm not sure why. Being dropped back like this, you really need to hook up and go catch. Now, if I'm that second pack, the 3-car pack, what I'm doing, it's led by Little Man right now. Sports Legend is in there. I can't quite tell who the other car is. Broom. I'm lifting and letting that 5-car pack catch me. Because how many are in that lead pack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the lead pack. 8 would be in the second pack, which means you have the advantage in numbers. If you
the more the merrier. We talk about it.
That lead pack. So definitely, I know you might lose 1.5, 2 seconds lifting to go get those guys, but that's definitely what you got to do. We actually seen that happen last night. Noco had some damage. There was a lag issue that caused those guys all to get backed up. However, they all stayed in line and they were not losing ground to the leaders. They actually inevitably towards the end were catching the leaders. So power in numbers, and definitely this second pack could become the strongest pack on the set. Maddie is actually pulled off on the pit lane.
There's people mentioning that they're going to go to pit. It looks like a lot of those guys in the front 6. One thing I got to say about this front 7 is they have been nose to tails and holding a good line together. So that second southern line, they have to make sure they are nose to tails too. So it looks like we'll see who's going to go into pits at this section. Here we go. Looks like 3 or 4 of them break off. Oh, one.
El Blanco spinning down.
Comes back up and he hits collect. Oh, maybe that's just a lag on our screen. Oh, D. Smith.
And I still don't see a caution.
There is no
Thank
caution
you.
out.
Thank you again. Special guest commentator tonight up in the booth. Well, two actually, with Money Mike, and then we get Del Gatro tonight. So we do appreciate that insight, sir. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a caution there, Gatro.
Yeah, I do want to say though, one thing is we cannot underestimate how hard it is to get on the pit road on this game. You know, you try to be aggressive coming on because you want to get the most time as you possibly can, and then you see what happens when you get way too aggressive. So don't want to underestimate how
Yeah, go ahead.
aggressive that would be. Yeah, just
UK and G9 going into pits one lap later. It looks like they did the smarter thing, not having a big group while they went to pit. Like I said earlier a while ago, that first pit cycle is going to determine a lot because that's who the group is when you come out of the pits, which is a good advantage for the group of 5 or 6 that was in the backpack. With the other group of 3, because now they can all work together when they come off the pits. Look to see a change in the leaders that came from the backpack.
Look at this guy over here. Look at him go. Put his inside out there. Got himself a couple W's this year in the truck series. Keeping his eyes open right now. That's right, buddy. Another adult beverage. That's what we all need. Great racing here at Talladega. Archangel, our pole sitter, single file by himself right now. That's not good for him. And Matty, and that one car. That's not good for him too. He's got 3 car pack behind in there, Algatro. So especially after these pit cycles come out, you want to have some friends, whether they are drafting buddies. You know, I always like put your tap dance shoes on for the big dance. You gotta have a dancing partner here at super speedways.
yeah, you definitely want to have that person, especially when you have something like that happen coming on the pit road like a wreck. Definitely shakes everything up, but you definitely need a friend around this track to make progress in time.
And we just got confirmation from Money Mike on his phone looking at Keystone. Keystone is the leader right now.
Oh,
so.
no, 22.
The 22. That's the. Go ahead. Yep.
I'm getting a lot of messages right now that our YouTube is not working. So, do you have it pulled up on your phone or anything like that?
It's on the computer right now.
Okay, then you're good to go. I was just having you test it. I can't find it on the YouTube right now myself.
Yeah,
but
it took us a while to find it ourselves.
I mean, I was watching it and then it stopped doing anything for it. I mean, it's showing me that you're live, and then it won't let me. There's lag there. I don't know what that was.
We do have top port and muted, but Sean Patterson said, Maddie, we're sport legend winning tonight. Owens 19XX, I got you set with Wildcats tonight. That's a former NoCo driver. Kate Taddy says hi.
That's me.
That's me.
Mr. Winner of last night's race, Serenity Racing says hello, Patty.
Alright, I'm seeing this Dark Knight, Little Man, Maddie, El Blanco. They're catching puddles right now. They got Doc Boo going to the outside. This is a 5-6 car pack. I'm not sure who's in the lead. Sorry, I was lost.
UK Wildcats is in the lead. It looks like Keystone and Arch, teammates of each other, are working. They're about 3 or 4
They're not
seconds
teammates.
off the pace.
No, yep, correct. They are not.
They were
they're not?
teammates. They are no longer teammates, yeah. Arch is GRD, and Keystone is Underdog.
Well, correction on my part. I'm sorry.
Get with it, Coco.
Fake news.
Yeah, I definitely think this second pack, I don't like what Pottles is doing here. She stayed to the bottom and let them go around on the top side. That is going to help her with the draft, but she could have gone to the top, made them not lose any time to those leaders, still be able to catch ground, and still been able to fall into the back, knowing that that's who you're trying to work with to catch those leaders. That might have been what I would have done differently. And they're not quite lined up. I see a little bit of ducking and weaving in and out, and one car is trying to get under the other car is trying to hold its line. They really need to just hold it together, follow the guy in front of them, and they can easily catch that 4-car pack, as I'm seeing 7 guys in this pack. Well, 7 drivers. Sorry, there's a few now.
And that's Dark Knight leading that pack, right?
Yeah, that's Dark Knight leading the pack, and
Yeah.
I'm just watching them, and you know, if you guys zoom back here, there's just through the corners, I don't see anybody really holding a steady line. Looks like the 4 and the 98 maybe holding steady pretty good, but from there on back, it looks like a lot of swerving. Now the big issue to that is I'm assuming those are controller drivers from the third car in that pack on back. That's usually a big difference on super speedways. If you can get 4 or 5 guys on a wheel to line up, you usually pull really good lap times. Nothing against people on a controller, not saying you can't hold the line, just it's a little bit steadier and easier on a wheel.
Yeah,
And
it's
I think it also shows off on the broadcast a little bit different than what is actual on the racetrack. But, you know, I just watching here on the Keystone stream, it doesn't even look like that big pack's even catching him in the arcs right now. And that's a sad thing, because that's 2 cars versus 5 or 6. So, yeah, they definitely have something going on back there. But as they're doing all that, UK and his lead pack, they're just maintaining and gaining.
Yeah, they were actually okay. So Keystone tried getting out of the way. Dark Knight went to the top, gets into Keystone. El Blanco is now the leader of that pack. Just racing incident.
Yeah, we're on
Sorry,
board
I'm
with
about
that
to
right
sneeze.
now.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Corona.
Yeah, so it looked like Archangel tried to go to the outside. Him and Keystone were together. Arc went to the outside. Keystone didn't realize it. Ended up side by side. He tried holding his line, got by Arc, and then tried going to the outside. By that time, that lane had too much momentum, and there was a little bit of contact, but no harm, no foul. They're all still running. Dark Knight might not be the happiest person, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's leading this pack. They just need to be in a straight line to go catch those leaders, because this pack is a battle for 5th, I believe, and they need to go catch those other 4 and make this a 12-car race for the win instead of 5th.
It is 5th through 9th or 10th, I believe. Looks like there's some bumping and shoving still going on as El Blanco gets shuffled out to like 8th or 9th there. These guys need to settle down, just understand, hey, we're not in the lead pack, so why are we racing so hard? Let's go ahead, save our fuel, do our laps, catch up to these leaders, get on the same pit strategies, and it looks like there might be about 11 or 12 laps left like pit. So you're not out of this race by any means. It looks like you probably got 35 laps left to go. So there's a lot of times you work with the group like you are right now. If you get that group together, you can make up so much time where that lead pack just has nobody to play with, and you will bypass them.
Yeah, and that's great commentary right there from our end. The special guest commentator, one of them, especially sitting right next to me too, Mr. Money Mike. He is a 2-time winner this year in the Truck Series, putting his opinion out there. Delgatro, man, what are you looking at right now, buddy?
Right now I'm watching a pack with El Blanco in it. One thing about this, with all that happening on pit road, is everything is so spread out that it's so much to watch. Like, you just don't know which one to pick. But we're seeing a lot of good racing, moving around still, guys being aggressive and yet playing it conservative as well.
Now, with the draft being into effect this year, El Blanco and Pottles, they are still Coca-Cola. They are team affiliates this year. It looks like El Blanco made a move. He got drafted by NOCO to go over there next year. But as of right now, this still is Season 4 racing here at Talladega. So next season can change everything up, obviously. But these guys trying to work together. Dark Knight pulling around that 07. Love that paint scheme for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I will go ahead and say that from the source that I'm watching, that this big pack, they are actually gaining on that lead pack, slowly but surely. As of right now, they are probably 6 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, it looks like that front 4-car pack is actually separated a little bit. The 20, maybe that's the 5, I believe, of Broom, has fallen off a little bit. I think he still has the draft, but he's not helping those guys at all right now. There's just 3 of them. And again, that's a huge pack back. Right, yeah, so, I mean, when you get racy, at the same time, you got to look at the opportunities here. Doucette's up there sitting second. He has no help. You got G9 has no help. If either of those guys poke out, Broom doesn't even have any help at this point. UK Wildcats is sitting pretty good if you can get around D Smith, because he is a no-co driver. D Smith is a no-co driver. This will give, even though he's lap traffic, that does give UK help. If you poke your nose out right now, you're hoping someone will go with you, but you have no idea. And you'll probably go from, you know, if Doucette pokes his nose out, go from second to fourth. It really makes it hard. You almost, if you are one of those drivers, you almost want to let that second pack catch so that you have some teammates up here.
And you got to think, we're coming down to about 25, 26 laps to go. So that racing's gonna, the racing's gonna intensify every second you can. You know, and we're about to go back into another green flag pit stops.
Echo. Go ahead. I don't hear it now. 7 to 10 laps before our pit lane cycle. Burnt was there. I'm going to ask not to put stuff like that in our YouTube chat, please, and thank you. But yeah, these top four, they're definitely... This is a tricky one, because if you're the top four, you got to pit in 7-8 laps. You don't really want that second pack to catch you entering pit lane, maybe get in and out real clean. And if you're that second pack, you actually want to see those guys pit before you catch them. And maybe it'll separate those guys, and then you're not racing a pack of 4, you're racing a pack of 2. I know I myself, when I'm in a big draft pack that's catching, if I can see the pack in front of me separate, that's the lap I pull off and pit, just so I don't pick any of those guys up in my draft. I kind of hang them out to dry, but that's my own personal way of doing it, you know, whether it be I pull off and pit or I stay on the track one more time. But definitely, if you see separation, you need to try to keep the separation if you're trying to win the race. If it's one of your teammates, it's completely different, though.
And real quick, gotta give a big shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land. We got 17 viewers, and my one and only buddy out, well, not my one and only, but one of my good friends out there, Chris Pendle. He says, "OH, sorry, Taddy, you know I gotta do it. IO, that's what we do up in Ohio." Great to have him out there. Burntwood, great to have you out there. One of my New York buddies, good guy. Things happen every now and then, but 23 of UK Wildcats pulling that 42 right there of Joey Doucette behind him, and we got G9 Gamer right behind him. So again, some of these plate racers, they get not necessarily mundane. There's always action around the track, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen for the last 10 laps there, Delgatro.
Yeah, like you guys said, the more we get closer to the end, the more the racing's going to intensify, and we're already starting to see it. I mean, this pack right here with Archangel Cloud, if I said that right.
Archangel Cloud.
Archangel.
Yeah, that him. And I mean, you're seeing that we're already starting to see 3 wide. We're starting to see guys make moves, and guys pushing the leader out of the way, or taking the inside away from guys. So I mean, we're seeing it's starting to intensify, and I'm liking it.
I'm still over to you, Money Mike. Do you when you're getting ready to pit here, if you know that the pit cycle is about to happen, are you trying to lead the pack, or are you maybe going to fall to the rear and be the last guy entering pit lane?
Tom Horton out there again, one of the guys who is a big advocate of Giggity Racing. We know him as the Dirty Dog. I also call him Mute Dog. What's up, buddy?
Never
Great to have you out there. Yeah, never heard of her.
Tom Horton is muted on my stream, so I can't see it.
Tom Horton is muted everywhere. But no, UK Wildcats tried to put himself down get himself another W this year. Again, that is for NoCo Racing. Things are going to change a little bit for Season 5, but he will be retained by NoCo Racing. He's leading. Joey Doucette, the guy from up in Maine, is going to try to hold on to it. And that G9 Gamer guy sitting in 61, and Broom right there in that 5 car behind him. Oh,
yeah,
so
G9 Gamer has won 3 straight at Daytona. Unfortunately for him, this track on the wall, it says Talladega.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Talladega and Daytona.
Speedway,
That sounds
they
sound different to me.
He's definitely stupid and poor enough to be NASCAR.
Yeah, I mean the setups are real similar between the two tracks. I actually, ooh,
it
he said
looks like that back
oh, the
pack
whole
is
second
starting
pack
to
coming to
catch
pit.
up Lee pack.
Joey
The whole
comes
second
down,
pack.
Pottles with him though, so he's going to have a little bit of help.
Little man Puddles, El Blanco. Oh,
No, Little Man's still
stays
on the
out.
track.
Yeah.
Little Man, Dark Knight, and D Smith stay out on the track. So the second pack is now a 3-car pack. We're looking at, after this pit cycle, we're looking at 5 or 6 different packs. D-Stone's on pit lane now. He's a single car. He was riding around by himself. He's hoping to get a little bit of draft by anyone and anyone when he gets back on. Sports Legend has now backed up to these lead pack. I don't know if he's pit yet, but if I'm him, it looks like he's going to try to pit right now. I would have tried to stay and pit with the leaders, knowing that they haven't pit yet.
Brew makes a move to the outside. G9 Gamer's going to pass you UK.
Oh, 1%.
UK falls back. Car's right in front of them. They pulled up a little bit right there. They make a 3-wide wrap on Kevin LePage.
I don't mean to say this, but I do not think Little Man made that pit stop at speed. I think he blew a tire.
You got a 10-car spun around.
10-car being Puddles.
The 98 car will get a speeding penalty. That will hurt that pack in the back.
So, this is something, I see they're pitting now, but unfortunately they were able to pull that 2-car around for a lap. So those leaders, by staying out, looked like 2 extra laps compared to that second pack. As
leaders coming down right now.
They actually pulled some of those guys around a little bit. It is what it is. Dr. Robbie Bobby's thankful as heck there in that 2-car. He's glad that happened. On their scenario, though, they kind of helped the 2 out unwillingly and whatever. But actually, I'm watching Dr. Robbie Bobby still by himself. G9 screaming. His jackman tripped on his own shoelace getting over the wall. He has a 16-second pit stop.
Yeah, air hose malfunction on the Toyota pit crew of the 18.
Also, breaking news, Little Man actually did not speed onto pit lane. His whole team was having ice cream sandwiches, so they just took a little bit longer before they serviced the vehicle.
The Laughing Clown did take a chicken sandwich break. I understand on the pit announcer. Yes, that is confirmed.
Sean Tattersall, Maddie is, I have no idea what position, but he's in front of Dark Knight and Archangel. They got a little 3-car pack. He's the leader of that pack.
The 22
unfortunately,
car will be your leader. 22.
The 22 with Doc Fu. He's got that.
He might have some strategy coming.
He's got that Titans 4001. He could stay out a little bit longer, better fuel mileage, but he is on pit lane.
The Titan 4000s are a nice setup. We got that recently in the garage of my team.
Yeah, unfortunately, Coco, when you go over to your other team, Cola Motorsports, they have that rule of no Titans on their team, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to keep winning. I'm just messing with you.
I'm definitely going to lose some races now because of it, but we're still optimistic to do some Matt Crafton style championship runs.
Oh, my Lanta. El Blanco on the track by himself. I don't know if Money Mike's still trying to talk. I feel like I can hear him a little bit, but it's very, very, very quiet.
It's not me. It is Pudding out there shouting all these thank yous, and he is on the phone with Mr. Night King himself.
Oh, Noco said actually your team now has the 4003 Titans, the newest model out. They might have a 4004 next week, but right now you guys got the 4003.
Noco always gets the top of the line Titans. He's the best to get the top of the line Titans.
Yeah, also, I believe that's why the Titans, the race car driver that we used to have, he won't be with us. But Noco did have a driver he signed, Titans Rule. So Noco can actually stake claim to having the Titans. Yeah, Broom is in the lead. 5-car to the lead.
Broom is in the lead in the 5-car. Puddin's trying to talk to me, but he cannot understand everything that's being said because we have the TV muted and I have my earpieces in me. So he is trying
Sorry
to
about
help
that,
out,
Noko.
but he is definitely being stepped on by all of us.
Yeah, I just heard that Noko said Cola actually they have the 4003 Titans. Noko is actually out of date with the 4002, so that's how Serenity got that W last night apparently. Up here up at the front, we still have Broom leading, G9 pushing him, UK Wildcats in third.
K-Taddy, are you able to find the YouTube chat in YouTube stream?
Yeah, that's why I was talking to Noko there. He's commenting.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I had 3 comments. Noko can see it, and K-Taddy can read Noko's chat. So if you
I
see
couldn't
Noko,
at first, but it just recently popped up. Remember I was telling you that YouTube struggles we were having? I think it's just YouTube itself that's struggling right now. I don't think it's necessarily
I
us.
think it is a YouTube server, not a broadcast server.
Guys, we did see the 42 of Jay Doucette. He pit by himself, but that did not seem to affect. He is still in this lead pack, but I will tell you I'm watching this lead pack. I got the overall view there with Broom. Jay Doucette may have just lost those first 3, but that second group of 4 is closing, and they are closing in fast. I don't know if maybe Broom has a push kind of car instead of a pole car, but if he's seeing what I'm seeing, oh, they're not quite pushing each other, but yeah, if he's seeing what I'm seeing on this clock time frame right now, he's gonna need to maybe pull over and let somebody else lead, because this is just not working right now. So the 5 and the 23 took 2 tires. 42 probably did as well, knowing he pit by himself. It looks actually like Doucette's trying to save a lap of fuel, knowing he pitted a lap to 2 laps before these guys. So looks like that's what he's doing back there. Same as we seen Celtics fan do last night in the Cup race.
We're coming close to 10 to go, right?
Well,
so we're borderline
11 to go.
Runs. Yeah, fuel runs are going to be a factor here.
11 to go with the line.
Early.
2 seconds back, but you have 3 cars because Doucette's kind of more just riding along at this point. You are catching Doc Fu, so that is going to help you, but I believe that second pack will get you. How long did you say before the
5 car is the lead.
Yeah, I know the 5's leader.
Okay.
How long for a pit cycle, G9?
I think everybody's good on fuel. You might have
contact between 5 and 61.
Around. Is that going to bring out a caution?
G9 gets spun around.
This race just changed drastically. Lap traffic unfortunately caused that. You have a 2-car pack now at the front with Broom and Doucette, and you have a huge pack that will catch these guys. It's not a question of if, it's when. At this point, as long as they stay in line, they should catch and they should surpass. They have 4 cars now, it looks like. Dark Knight, Matty, UK Wildcats is in that pack, so he fell back to there, but it looks like G9 troubles at Dega.
And we're coming to 10 to go. 10 to go.
That is absolutely hate to see that. Same thing last night. Unfortunately, we had some incidents. Last night was a little different story, but you really hate seeing people run up front the whole race and then have a late race incident costing them. But G9 definitely had a great car up there in the front. However, back to this second pack of 4: Dark Knight, Matty, Doc Fu, UK Wildcats.
According to Larry McDaniels, McReynolds, my bad, McReynolds.
Go ahead.
Lap with 6 to go, the caution comes out, 96
Caution comes out, 90 so
yeah, we can't hear you at all.
Out.
You're bouncing back and forth between your mic and Puddin's mic.
Bless America.
I think you said 6 to go.
No, caution comes out.
Oh, he said Larry Mack's last
McNugget.
lap caution is usually with 6 laps to go. That's his little information. This second pack is there. Dark Knight is on the tail in the draft of the 42. Broom has separated from the 42 somehow. Not good for either of them. Dark Knight to the outside. Matty pushing. They are going to surpass. Dark Knight is now in second. Doc Fu, I believe, is a lap down, so he is out of the equation. They are catching up to the 10 of Pottles. Dark Knight on the tail of the 5, going to the outside. Maddie follows Doc Fu with him. Dark Knight, the 4 car, to the lead. The 1 shoots, follows him. I thought he was going to dip down. He did not. He followed the 4. This is looking good. I'm riding along with Maddie here just so I can get a little bit more view of everyone. It looks like Broom, that's not going to affect him. He's going to be able to stay in the draft at least. But will his tires hold up knowing that he only took 2? UK Wildcats was the only one unable to get by him. G9 back here, unfortunately, with D. Smith. Just scrolling through real quick.
4 car, that's Dark Knight with 1 of Maddie right behind him. They're going to pull up on that lap car of 10 of Pottles. They're going to go to the outside of her. Can they, obviously they're going to make it stick, but will she stay to the inside? She does. A lot of respect from the Pottles right there. Heavy damage to the front car. Maddie and the 10 car make a little bit of contact. 22 of Dak Fu right there sitting there. He's winning that draft too. So these guys are all trying to get around her. Go ahead there, Mr. Delgatro, the special guest of the night.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's getting crazy. I wish that 5 car would have put the block on the 4, man. I wish it would have been a little bit more aggressive for that lead. But right now, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in these closing laps.
Yeah, I think it's a little too soon for those blocks. So,
yeah,
with 7 laps to go, you got the field separated. It's a battle between 4 drivers that are racing for the win. The 22 and the 10 are a lap down, which is actually great news for the 4 and the 1, because that 22 being a lap down separates those 2 from the 2 behind them. It's looking like this battle will come down to the 4 and the 1 car, but can UK and Broom get around the 22 Doctor? Maybe make a move to the outside, hope the 10 goes with. Luckily for UK Wildcats, 10 is a lap down, and that is another NOCO driver. Yes, she will not be NOCO driver next season, but finishing this season out right now, her and UK Wildcats are teammates.
These guys are now, again, all in single file line, and what we saw last night was a little bit of drama. Can we see some more drama happen here tonight? This is what really gets me amped up. Again, Money Mike over here, he's got my oxygen mask ready for me in case it comes down to it, K-Daddy.
Yeah, I think what I'm doing right now, if I'm Doc Fu, no teammates in the mix. I know you're battling the 10, that's 1 position. I might pull out of line. Let the 23 and the 5 get up there. Let the guys racing for this W fight it out. This is a tricky one. You know, you don't want to give the spot to the 10, but at the same time, you don't want to be, like you were saying, a little bit of circumstances happened last night late in the race. If it's me, I don't want to be the circumstance. I'd probably pull out of the way. You can always choose who to go with later on, but with him sitting in that 3rd car in line, don't expect him to make a move at the end of this race, as he's not really going to gain anything from it. But without him making a move, that's going to make it harder for the 1 to get around the 4. Because when the 1 tries to go to the outside to get by the 4, expect the 22 to hold the bottom, making it a 2 car on 1. So this is going to be real tricky with that 22 car sitting there in that 3rd spot in this line. He's actually lapped down. The 23 is 3rd place, but this is definitely going to be hard for these guys to get around that 4 car.
Strategy will be played. Go ahead, Money Mike. Sorry, buddy.
I think if UK and Carlos can get together, those are 2 teammates. Carlos being a lap down, I think she can either.
Alright, I can't hear Money at all.
Hey, I have my muted.
4 cars going to lead him down the way. That's Dark Knight. Don't take away from anything that he has. He's definitely one, especially at custom tracks, but anything can happen in the draft. Draft happens real quick. Maddie right behind Dakbu in that 22 car. He's in 3rd place. 23 of UK Wildcats sit right there in 4th. That's 3 to go. Or is he going to hold out? Go ahead.
I was just trying to find out if it was 3 to go. I definitely still don't see anybody making a move now. However, coming to the next lap with 2 to go, if I'm the 1 car, like I said, he's a part-time underdog. He didn't race the full season for points, kind of got thrown into the series right around the All-Star break. Hasn't been here every week, but this is his series. I might start making a move on the next lap to see if somebody will go with me.
You got to, exactly. You got to test the waters early, though.
23. UK is able to get under the 22 of Doc Fu. Here comes Broom. Now it is 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Maybe the 22 pulled out of line. We talked about it, but now this is an interesting race. All 4 of these drivers that are sitting 1, 2, 3, 4 in this line are all battling for the win. 2 to go, 2 laps remain in the Bama Slammin' race at Dega. Who is going to make the move first? If you're the 23 and the 5, you might sit back, get ready to make
One
it
car
now.
makes a move to the outside as you were talking about that. Maybe he got just a little bit tight. Sorry, that was been a little bit preemptive. Didn't mean to cut you off, Kate Caddy, but he was trying to do something there.
Guys, another interesting fact, as they're coming to the white flag, they are catching lap traffic. Also keep in mind that 07 is the points leader, the 23 is second in points. That 07 is going to be the first car to go a lap down. Do not expect him to help that 23 car. 07 into the 4. Here comes the 1 and the 23. 3 wide as they go into try over to the white flag. 23 looks like he's going to get the lead. 22
That dude, though, he's pulling grass.
23 of UK Wildcat has the lead. Broom is in second. Matty sets back just a little. Him and Dark Knight should get a pretty good run here.
Every car with UK
Going down the backstretch on the final lap. UK Wildcats, you have a lap traffic. The 1 has made the move. 1 to the outside. Here comes the 4. 23 and the 5 also make a move to the outside. 4 even farther outside. 98 wrecks. 9 wrecks. 4 wrecks. That's the end of the race. Did you just say Broom won it?
Oh, Broom.
G9, I'm going to need final results. W. Broom is the race winner. UK Wildcats, I would assume, second.
Has to be UK.
Is that...
Natty with the 3rd place finish. There it is, folks.
Wow, crazy. Definitely a lot of
UK,
separation.
Natty,
I was talking about the lap traffic coming into play, and that definitely happened once. The 1 stuck his nose out there, had the move. He was going for it. He had to go way high. They caught lap traffic, so at that point in time, the 23 and the 5 had to go up also. Broom also, not only was he the race winner, he also had the fastest lap of the race. Let's get these guys up and in here.
Broom, UK, Matty, Dark Knight, Dr. Robbie Bobby with the top 5th, Jay Doucette with a 6th, the O1 and only Archangel in 7th, we got G9 Gamer in 8th, the Pottles in 9th, and El Blanco literally put the Blanco in the 10th.
Finish that race. What an ending. That's another exciting Talladega finish for this week in Giggity Racing's Season 4. It's always
Sorry guys,
intense.
I'm just trying to get these guys invited.
What's up, gentlemen?
Hold on just a second, bro. I'm trying to get everybody invited real quick.
Mr.
Hey, G9, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. The lap cars made a world of difference in the race. I mean, they... Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to pull you through. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Alright. Putting your head at defective.
Alright.
Alright, let's see. UK Wild Mike is still flashing on my screen, and then I'm going to take Maddie, who finished 3rd. Let's go ahead and start getting...
He's at Texas.
But let me know when you're off the screen.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so let's go over that again. Maddie, congratulations. Podium finish, not a full-time driver, but when you do show up, you definitely give her all she's worth. How did it feel out there on the track, and how happy are you with that podium finish?
Very happy. You know, my car was freaking great. I got in some trouble early with Pottles. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to work with her and get her going. I couldn't tell if she could handle the bump or not, but somehow in that next there, I got behind Dark Knight, and I thought, I mean, on my view, Dark Knight had a pretty bad block thrown there coming to the checker. I thought it was going to be between him and I for the win, but I'll take third, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like you definitely. So I think you made the move of the race when you pulled out. Dark Knight was pushing you. I believe you actually made the move of the race. Unfortunately, at the time you made the move of the race, UK Wildcats and Broom also had to make a move to the outside as you guys were catching a lap traffic. I think either way, had they not gone out, they probably would have ran over the lap car making a wreck, and or the way that it ended up 3 wide all over the place. I think that either way, that was a trouble spot. But definitely a great job, man. Congratulations, and look forward to seeing you possibly next week at Atlanta.
All right, thank you.
Mr. UK Wild.
Puddin', you want to take Wildcat?
I'll let old Money Mike have that one because that's his buddy.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. UK last lap, and thought you were gonna pull it off, man. It looks like a block got thrown on you. You wanna go ahead and tell us your side?
I can't hear Money Mike at all. Can you hear him, Wildcat?
A little bit.
Yeah. Puddin', you might have to take it or let Money use your microphone. All I hear is static. And
go ahead one more time. Just go ahead, Money. Again, Money Mike did get himself a new microphone today, new headset, trying to get acclimated to it. He got with him fine dangled high performance headphones. Just got to find the proper distance between the microphone and his voice talker. So go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
All I'm hearing is a bunch of rumbling.
Mr. UK Wildcats, looked like you know that move with about 3 to go. Looks like that 22 went high, and you got to get the third place momentum. It looked like in that last lap you got the lead after all that mix-up. Looks like a late block thrown by a lap car, but go ahead and give us your perspective on the race, man. Second place finish, congratulations on that. But what a finish.
Yeah, what a finish. Exactly right. A lap car block in the last lap, that's not good. That's small, but we'll take a second.
Looks like good finish for you. Looks like the points leader El Blanco did manage to go a lap down, so you had the best possible finish you could have without getting a win. So congratulations on that. Looks like we're going to the final week with you guys having a good battle for I think Phoenix next week?
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, even better.
I would have go to Phoenix.
Who got Delgato, how about you go ahead and take this leader, UK, man. Again, congratulations on second place finish. I know it was a tough break on the end, but congratulations on that.
We'll talk to you in the chat.
Yes, sir. Mr. Delgato.
Oh, yes, sir.
You want to go ahead and take this winner?
Yeah. You're talking to Broom here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. So Broom, I want to ask you, throughout this whole race, what was your strategy to, I guess, stay in position to keep yourself in it to win it?
Just try to stay up front and just put myself in position to win it. With 5 to go, I was settled behind UK. I had practiced with him earlier. He holds a good line, and I thought that me and him both ran good together. I was looking at me finishing second and him winning the race, but that lap car in that last turn kind of altered everything. But very happy to get the win.
Yes, yes. I do want to ask one thing though too. Before this race started, did you ever planned out the strategy? When you're gonna pit or how you're gonna do the pit strategy?
I did. I was running, I think, 7 seconds or 6 seconds behind the lead pack, and I was able to pit and only take right side tires, and then the second pit take right side tires again. I never changed the left, and I was able to make it to the end with it, and that's what made up the lap difference, or else that time difference.
Okay. Did you feel any like on this track?
Just a little. It started wanting to try to push a little bit, but just staying in the draft, you can pretty much just let off the gas and just let it roll, because that draft's going to pull you through the turn, and that's what kept my car on the bottom.
Okay, well, congratulations, man. Definitely would like to take some of your secrets, man, because, I suck on these type of tracks, but yet again, congratulations, and
I appreciate it, guys.
enjoy it.
Come see me, I'll hook you up.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
On that note, congratulations to our top three, Mr. Delgato. We appreciate you having you up here, and we can't wait to have you back up here in the booth some more. One and only Money Mike up here, not only in the booth, but sitting right next to me. We're going to have ourselves a little good night. K-Taddy, G9 Gamer, thank you guys for helping us put this lobby together. Talladega Racing's always fun. Tomorrow night, we are doing a little bit of development racing here, Season 4. Those guys got themselves a little bit of a points championship to compete with, too. So, from everybody here in the booth, congratulations to the top three. Everybody knows what I say, too. Please be safe. I said that long before everything, but please be safe, especially now with everything going on. And on that note, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody, bye.
Bye.